Hey everybody, it's Lynnea. I'm going to be mixing together some old and new Simon Hurley Create items to create an easy Christmas card. I'll be using some dye inks as well as the classic flannel background stamp and the Posh Poinsettias clear stamp set. So I'm going to start with the classic flannel background stamp. I love this stamp set because it's just your basic thick and chunky plaid, and it can be used for so many different things. You could stamp it in red and definitely have a holiday background. Today I'm going to stamp it in a brown ink. I'm going to be using Gur, and that way I can have a little bit of a contrasting background because I'm going to be using that poinsettia stamp set. So I'm already going to be bringing in some red and some green to the card, and I didn't want to have too much of just those two colors. I thought having a third color and a neutral color would really make this card stand out. So I removed the insert from my MISTI, and I placed that red rubber background stamp into it and picked it up with the lid. And I have a little bit of temporary removable adhesive on the back of my white piece of cardstock so that I can ink this panel up multiple times. I ended up inking it up a couple times. I used Woof first, and that color just wasn't the right color. And so then I switched over to the Gur, and I did stamp that twice to get that really kind of darker brown. So that is my background. I just absolutely love those thin lines mixed with the chunky lines. Now I'm going to move on to the main focal point images of my card. So this is the Posh Poinsettias stamp set, and it is a layering stamp set with some awesome sentiments, and I love that the sentiments are a mix of print and script. I'm going to be using that poinsettia wreath and the bow. So the bow I am going to have to coat it color, but the wreath has a little bit of layering to it. I stamped the outline in black ink, and then I have this layered image in here that's going to fill in the green part of the leaf. And I love this stamp because it is distressed. So you're going to get some little bits of white peeking through from the background, but I just love how it looks so natural. I am using fake plant ink here, but you're going to see in the finished product, I switched that out because I just thought it was a little bit too dark and it was almost looking too dreary because I stamped the ink 3 times. And I ended up switching over to Later Gator, and I stamped that a couple times to get a deeper green, and it was more the look that I was going for. So after I have that green image that is inked and layered, all you have to do is color in just a little bit of the pine cones. There's some of those berry sprigs, and then the actual poinsettia flowers themselves. Really easy to do. You could mass produce this. I'm just doing easy 2-marker color blending. So I have R29 and R39. When I'm coloring florals, I like to choose a darker marker that is kind of like a super darker one. These colors do blend together, but the R39 is quite a bit darker than the R29, so you're going to be able to still get some definition there. I colored the bow with the same markers, but then I took some white gel pen and just highlighted the center of those poinsettia flowers on the wreath, and that just makes them pop a little bit. I gold heat embossed a sentiment from that Posh Poinsettias stamp set on a white strip and put that across the bottom of my cardstock. Mounted everything with foam and added just a little bit of shimmer. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you later. Bye. Thank you again very much for watching this video. If you liked this video and you'd like to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button that is on the screen now. And here are a few other videos that I thought you might enjoy.